Hi, Daymakers. Welcome to our podcast, Glow Up Era, with me, Elizabeth Chitechi, or my other name, Chichi, ile jina kawaida. I hope you guys have been okay. You as my Daymakers, I want to say thank you so much for all your support. The newcomers, karibuni sana. Today, I just want us to talk about setting boundaries. Everybody has a version of what comes to their mind about setting boundaries. So, I'm going to take you through how to set and maintain boundaries with loved ones. So, if you have not supported me here in my Glow Up Era podcast or just normal videos, I don't know what you're waiting for. You will not be notified each time I post a new podcast or a new video or a new vlog. So make sure you subscribe, you put the notification button on, and then on the comment section, I'll be really pleased to be reading your messages. Now, once again, I want to welcome you, my listeners, to Glow Up Era podcast, the show where we dive deep into the topics that matter most to you and me. I am your host, Elizabeth Chitechi, or call me Miss Chichi. And today, we are talking about something we all face in our lives, and that is setting and maintaining boundaries with loved ones. Okay, I don't know where to start from, but let's have a small teaser here. Are you tired of feeling drained because people keep crossing your boundaries? Ushawahi choka wewe, yani unachoka na watu. Kila saa mtu anakuja kwa boundaries zako kukuchokoza wewe. Are you tired of that kind of feeling? Do you struggle with guilt when you say no to your family or friends? Especially me, I usually feel guilty. But are you in my shoe? Do you struggle with that guilt when you say no to your family or a friend? Okay, so if you are this kind of a person I'm talking about, I want you to stick around because we are unpacking why boundaries are crucial, how to set them, and tips to maintain them without compromising your relationship. Before we dive in, once again, I just want to remind you, do not forget to subscribe to this podcast. I also urge you to leave a review and share this podcast with someone who might need to hear it. Thank you so much. What are boundaries? You've heard about boundaries. Now let us define what boundaries are. Boundaries are the limits we set to protect our emotional, physical, and mental health well-being. Okay? Think of them as a personal rule book that helps us interact with others in a way that is healthy and respectful. How is it important? Or let me say, why are boundaries so important in our personal lives? Number one, it always protects your energy. Boundaries will help you focus on what truly matters. Number two, promotes self-respect. They reinforce your self-worth and confidence. Number three, it improves relationship. It always creates a clear boundary. These clear boundaries will help you to eliminate misunderstandings and even resentments. These are the major three reasons why boundaries are important. Protecting your energy, promotes self-respect, and it also improves relationship. Now, people have been talking about the myths about boundaries. I have compiled mine and I can give you common myths about boundaries that people are talking about. That you know what, Chichi, boundaries are selfish. You know what, if I set boundaries, I'll lose people I care about. You know what, Chichi, my boo, I don't need boundaries with my close friends or family. Mwana, we wacha hiyo mambo yako. Hizo ni vitu ambazo zitakupoteza. Hizo ni vitu ambazo utakuwa unakaa hivi una regret. Okay? Boundaries are very important. Sawa? Now, when we talk about know your limits when it comes to setting boundaries, tunasema nini? Tunamaanisha hivi. Reflect on your values. reflect on the needs that you have and also your feelings. Reflect, first of all, reflect. Mi nakwambia utaset boundaries zile zenye hata wewe mwenyewe utashindwa kukaa ndani. Another thing is journal about situation that made you feel uncomfortable or disrespected. You know, when you journal this kind of situations that are making you so uncomfortable ukiwa na watu, inakusaidia kujua limits zako. Yes, inakusaidia. Now, let us talk about communicate clearly. When you are setting your boundaries, communicate clearly. Use I as a statement. Example, I feel overwhelmed when I'm asked to take an extra responsibility, or I need more time for myself. Ukipata mtu wa mshene, tumia statement, I feel like I want to go out and I'm going to take a lot of time, so that you avoid their conversation. And I also want to be specific. Vague boundaries often lead to confusion. Don't be lied. Vague boundaries, those ones, they always lead to confusion. Now, I want you to start small. Begin by setting boundaries in less emotional, like charged situation, okay? For example, say no to social events you are not interested in attending. Si lazima uattend kila kitu. Anza kidogo kidogo. This event I don't feel like I want to attend. Sema tu no na story isonge mbele. Sawa? Bas. I also want you to know you need to anticipate reaction. People might feel surprised. Kwa nini siku hizi umejibeba sana? People might feel so upset. Or even others, they will be resistant at first. Like, hey, wewe wacha kutuchezea. But all these things, they come when you're starting making boundaries with people. But I want you to stay calm and be very firm on your decision that you have made. Let me give you an example. Imagine a friend always borrow money but never pays it back. Instead of avoiding the issue, you could say, I have noticed I've been lending you money often. Moving forward, I won't be able to do that anymore. Like kuna vile unaambia mtu, unaona, kuna tu vile unaambia mtu, sio kuambia tu mtu vibaya. Ambia mtu na, you know, like reason before you say to somebody anything, practice vitu unasema, therefore angalia hii kitu inaweza umiza huyu mtu aje. Now, when we are talking about maintaining boundaries, tunasema be consistent. Okay? If you give somebody a chance and then you see mixed signals, do not force, okay, being together. What you can do is be consistent in enforcing your boundaries, that unajua nini? Sitaki kujiforce kwako tena, lakini wacha tuzingatie hii boundary yenye tumelei hapo. Ukitaka msaada mimi nitakusaidia, lakini stories zingine past hapo I cannot help. Be consistent. Handle pushback gradually. Example response is like, I understand this is different from what you are used to, but it is important to me. Unaona, like yani unasukuma mtu mbali na wewe lakini haoni. Unaona, itabidi mjifunze Kizungu na Kiswahili. Ingine ni use reinforcement tools. Visual reminders like sticker notes or phone alerts can help you stay committed to your boundaries. Sio mchezo hapo, mimi nakuambia. It is not a joke, okay? It's not a joke. Setting boundaries sio vile mtu anafikiria. You can't wake up in the morning and you know what, I'm setting my boundaries. Sio vile mnafikiria, okay? And then I want you to know there is also an emotional side of boundaries. You are going to be dealing with guilt. This is just a normal feeling. Mbona nimemfanya hivyo, hiyo ni vitu ya kawaida. You are going to have a lot of anger and resentment. But what I want to advise you is, if you are a therapy person, go. If you are somebody who likes journaling, after you have had an issue, a breakdown with a friend, continue journaling. You know, if there is a relationship that you have damaged, be very mindful, you know, like when making your decision. And then celebrating your progress. When you are setting your boundaries, it is a self-care thing. So you need to acknowledge your effort. Reward yourself. and then maintain yourself. This one helps you maneuver and get people to understand that you don't joke with your boundaries. Now, I don't want to put this podcast long, so I just want to give you a recap of what we are talking today. So today we are discussing the importance of boundaries, how to set them, and tips to maintain them. I also want you to remember boundaries are about creating a healthy relationship and not building walls. Now, you, as my dear listeners, this week, I want you to identify one area of your life where you need a boundary and take the first step to see it. Please do this challenge for me. And my final word in this episode, I just want to ask you if this episode has resonated with you. I want you to share it with someone you love. Let us spread love to the world. And we are going to have what? A healthy boundaries. Now, I want to say thank you for tuning in to Glow Up Era podcast. Stay true to yourself, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Until next time, day makers. Bye.